Alright, I'm going to do a report on Foundups. I'm going to start doing a periodic, maybe monthly report called the Foundup Report. Now, the Foundup Report basically is going to talk about the new Foundups that we've added to OIF. And if you don't know what OIF is the Open Incubator Framework. It's a system for launching ideas into Foundups. And at the moment, we're assembling 100 Foundups from around the world that we're going to put through OIF. And we're running OIF via LinkedIn. So everyone, we don't have our own platform up yet. No need. We can use OIF. We can use LinkedIn. And what we're going to do is see if we can basically assemble the team, build the prototype, and secure the customer. And in the process, raise 100 to 500,000 without investors. Imagine being able to raise 100 to 500,000 without giving away any equity in your company. See, that's OIF. OIFs are fun, they're easy, and think of them as kind of a hobby for startups. And that's pretty much it. So my name is Michael Trout. I'm the founder and the inventor of OIF and the Foundup. How does a Foundup differ from a startup? Well, one is a Foundup is an initiative seeking to become a strategic initiative seeking to become a lean startup. A startup is an institutional vehicle for business, right? So you're incorporated and all of that. The strategy to get there is the Foundup, okay? And we use a framework called the Open Incubator Framework, a schema to get you there. And we have something called the Open Incubator. An Open Incubator, you can go to Foundups, just type in Foundups, plural, in LinkedIn, and you can see the projects, you can see the team members, the advisors, everything of OIF. OIF is kind of like a Wikipedia, except it's dealing with a collaborative framework to launch these ideas into these lean startups. So, okay, so the Foundup Report. We've added some really interesting Foundups. I want to talk about some of Innovate. Innovate is our partner in China and pretty much our sister corp. We're going to be running a lot of our stuff through Innovate. For example, we'll be launching our own crowdfunding system through Innovate and having it housed through their corporation for a number of reasons. You can probably figure out SEC to begin with. And we're going to copy kind of what Grow VC did, but we're going to be taking a completely different direction. But some of Innovate's they have Innovate Homes, which is producing kit homes at 60% cheaper than current prices. And they have their own kit model, and we're actually talking to some other IP that will allow us to actually produce it for 60% cheaper in steel costs. These are steel homes. And our target is really low income to middle income families. We don't care about the rich people. We want to help the poor people get their homes. Another Innovate project which will be up there soon, is called the Innovate Toilet, which is a dry toilet. That is a toilet that can put into any house, odorless, dry toilet that Roland has engineered. He's kind of an engineer hobbyist. That will cost maybe about $30. So imagine an odorless dry toilet that then you can use the feces and stuff that dries and as a compost for for your garden and stuff. So again, you have to understand our audience is rural China, Pakistan, India, places where they don't have sewage systems, places where they use their hands and water. They don't have toilet paper. Okay, so sorry if that grossed you out, but that's the reality. Most of the world lives like that. They don't have nice, cushy, white toilet paper. Another product is the Innovate prosthetic. And the Innovate prosthetic, currently, if you want to buy a prosthetic in China or anywhere in the world, you're just going to spend about $6,000 for that prosthetic. Well, Roland, again, little engineer Roland, has a vision, has the designs and everything else to, at cost, produce it for about $35. These are movable prosthetics. So imagine the millions of kids out there and the millions of individuals throughout the world who can't get a quality of life because they can't afford a $6,000 prosthetic. That's how much they go for in China, right? So those are some of the Innovate Foundup initiatives that we're launching through OIF. Some other ones, we actually have a Wi-Fi reader system that's going to go into universities in Pakistan, and then eventually into India and all over in China and so on, that will ultimately make buying books obsolete for third world countries. So right now, everything is book driven. What we're going to do is actually bring in our own Wi-Fi system, our own Kindle, so to speak, and launch. We already have the customers in place willing to purchase, the agreements in place, so we just need to build a prototype and and get it into one university. Once we get into one university, this is going to be launching in Pakistan. This is a Pakistan Foundup. Then we're going to basically expand from there, so into our Chinese networks. Groupon, here's another Foundup we're working on. Groupon meets medical tourism. Use your imagination. Groupon meets medical tourism. So what we're going to be working on here is actually, we're going to try to fix the American healthcare system by leveraging people demand for the care that they need, and and also around. So basically, the idea is very simple. It's like, hey, I need a hip transplant. I can pay $10,000 or $5,000, and I'm willing to travel to XYZ country, right? So very, innovative idea, and exciting kind of solution for a Foundup. Again, each of these Foundups are going to be put through OIF, and we're going to first validate them. You'll build the team. So if you type in Foundups, you'll see these Foundups popping up on Foundups. If you just type in Foundups under LinkedIn, we are using LinkedIn platform as our platform right now for launching our open incubator, right? You're invited to become an advisor. If you see a Foundup you like, simply add Foundups Corp advisor to your title, and to the Foundup in question. So you can become an advisor to any Foundup that you see. As an advisor, if we launch it, basically you're sharing in a 1% equity pool that is shared amongst all advisors and strategic partners of that Foundup. Right now, it's open to anyone to be, because we're piloting. Eventually, it'll be pick and choose who's an advisor or not. But right now, we're not making that call. We're just letting anyone become an advisor. If you want to be a team member of a project that you like, contact me, and I'll make you the introduction and qualify you and talk about what needs to happen. But ultimately, we will be growing and expanding relatively quickly. Keep an eye on Foundups on LinkedIn, and you'll see that growth. And I hope you enjoyed this report. My name is Michael Trout. I'm just the crazy guy behind Foundups and open incubators, and I hope that what I'm doing is of interest to you. Thanks.